Hey there, it's also here, the assassin. Today, I talk to you about your annual content calendar. Now, we run into a lot of customers who don't have one. It's an old PR thing. It's been around for, I don't know, decades. So what you do is you go through the whole year and you go, okay, these are the things that we've got to plan for. These are the big events we've got. If you're in retail, they're pretty simple. You've got the usual suspects like Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, Father's Day, Black Friday, Christmas, that sort of stuff. If you're in business to business, it'll be a little bit different, but you might have end of financial year things. You might have end of year stock clearance sales. You might have stock take sales. You might have other things that are still business to business rather than business to consumer. But certainly there's some basic stuff that you can plan out throughout the year. The other things that to consider is talk to your R&D people and what new products have you got coming out? Or if you're an importer, or if you resell someone else's, talk to your suppliers, find out what they've got coming, and make sure you plan to have launch events that can be significant and how you can plan those out. Now, got your 12 monthly plan, and then every quarter, let's go down in a little bit more detail and make sure you focus on what are the things that are coming up. And some of them do need good lead time. One of the worst things from a marketer's point of view is a client rings up and says, I've got to have all this stuff out in 2 weeks and I need the content, the printed stuff, the email campaigns, the web page, this and that. And you just run out of time. You can't build up momentum and it becomes too stressful. And you're putting so much pressure on, mistakes will happen and things won't go according to plan. They won't work as well as you thought would. So planning is the key to all this. So you still got to have the flexibility in your plans so that you can be nimble when things change and when you see emerging trends or you see something in the marketplace that happens that you need to react to and you need to contribute to, or something that you've identified as an opportunity, you can get onto that pretty quickly. But that still needs that plan around what we're going to be talking about this week and what we're going to be doing. I saw really amusing examples of what they're calling Coldplay Gate, where the CEO and the chief people officer got caught on camera. And all these marketers have jumped on board and talked about cheating and talked about this and that and the other. And a lot of it hasn't helped their brand and it's not on brand. So you've got to be very careful about how you try and dance on someone else's grave because it can come back to bite you. So I found that very interesting that some marketers got it right because they have edgy brands and it suits what they do, but a lot of them got it wrong. So that's the thing. If you have not got a yearly content calendar and you don't have stuff lined up for the next quarter, you don't know where to start, reach out and we can have a chat and I'll give you some examples and you can get started and work on the things that are really important to you and key events and milestones for your company and for your key people. All of those things can provide really good content that's interesting. It's about you. And here's the other thing, the last thing I'll leave you with. 80% tell, 20% sell. That's the formula. Sure, every now and then you should tell people, yes, they can buy off you and this is what they need to do it and what have you. But the majority of your content should be sharing your knowledge as a thought leader so that people can understand who you are, what you stand for, and how you can help them. Thanks.